T-minus 3 seconds until cancellation. Damage control, damage control. T-minus 2 seconds until cancellation. Damage control, damage control. Launch that apology video. T-minus 1 second until cancellation. Damage control, and you're canceled. That's what today's video is about. That is what today's video is all about today. Welcome, Bodacious Beast. Welcome back to my channel. This is a very important video because of the fact that all the events that have been happening in the last 2 months. I am going to be talking about how you can be able to prevent being canceled before you even get exposed. This is ridiculous. There's people that go onto social media, they say, oh, okay, I'm going to be a multi-millionaire in T-minus 2 months. I'm going to have millions of subscribers and I'm going to be rich and famous. But there's a problem. Have you taken a little washcloth, have you taken a sponge and fixed your life? Have you taken a close look of what kind of damage you already have on social media? There are people that I have seen that have come on, they started off with a bang and they've done extremely well, but they have so much darkness behind them. They haven't fixed their life yet before they got onto social media. And because they came in and they hit it with a bang and they moved at lightning speed, and then all of a sudden, boom, they disappear. They're canceled. They've been exposed. It doesn't matter if they've been exposed by the bully in school. Doesn't matter if they've been exposed by a fan that they snubbed. It doesn't matter if they've been exposed by mass media. They get exposed for hundreds of different things. Number one, they could be a fraud, they could be a phony, they could be a fake. And they're going to get exposed. Or the person that they ridiculed when they had rosy cheeks today. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe on my camera. But they're not honest. And honesty sometimes is the best policy, but the thing is sometimes shutting down your past life is even bigger. And because you got exposed, when you haven't done your damage control before, it takes just a few seconds before it's done. You don't take the damage control before you make the video to make sure you're not going to be controversial. Yeah, you can be a controversial person. You can be controversial on social media. You could be the most hated person on social media. But if you do flip-flops and ping-pongs, I can guarantee you're going to be canceled. Let's say, for example, there's a guy that you know, he's a food reviewer and he does extremely well as a food reviewer, and then all of a sudden he comes out and he says, you know what, I'm going to be vegan. I'm going to be better for the planet. I'm not going to eat animals. I'm going to be pure bona fide vegan. And he shows up just about every video for the next 6 months being vegan. Now, he goes out with his wife one night, and he's got 1 million subscribers, and he goes out with his wife one night and goes out to Red Robin Gourmet Burgers. Said, there's no problem. If somebody catches me, I'll just say I'll eat an Impossible Burger. And he goes out and he eats a burger. And when he leaves the waitress a lousy tip. Okay? I mean, he's not known for tipping in restaurants and stuff like that. Huh? Okay, well, that's his choice. But he leaves a lousy tip, and there's a guy that's having another food reviewer that doesn't like him in the same restaurant, and he looks at the waitress and says, hey, any chance that I could give you $50 for a copy of that receipt? That waitress isn't going to hesitate 1 second to give him a copy of that receipt. And then all of a sudden he says, look, this guy's being a fake. He's not a vegan. He's out eating a everything burger. 100% Angus beef with bacon. And here's the receipt. And I got pictures of him sitting there eating it. And all of a sudden he's exposed. He has to launch into damage control. And make apology videos and then try and recover his audience. Which now all of a sudden his audience is, I would say, 40% vegan. And then, boom, I screwed up. And he loses half of his audience. And then let's say he's also against going to zoos, and he's all about not exposing animals, and his past videos, it shows him that he's training animals, that he's doing rodeo, and he's doing all kinds of things that exploit animals. And he said he's never exploited any animals. And then now all of a sudden, well, he's been exposed as a vegan, as a non-vegan liar, and then he's started making an apology video and says how he loves animals. He's never exploited an animal. He's never exploited animals in his life, and blah blah blah. And in his past, he worked for the circus, and he also rode in the rodeo, and he was all about exploiting animals. Well, now there's going to be somebody in his non-vegan group that's upset because he lied, and he's shoving information down their throat, and now they expose him as exploiting animals. Now he has to launch into a second wave of damage control, but this damage control is so bad, he shuts his channel down. He's done. Probably never be able to do it again. That's the case with what's going on this Dula Mulvaney thing. All of a sudden, somebody who is not even known in the social media world grew extremely fast on TikTok. And then all of a sudden he's a spokesperson for Bud Light, which Bud Light has him promote March Madness, which Mulvaney never played sports. There's another Dula Mulvaney that plays volleyball, but that's not the one that promoted Bud Light because he's in high school. Now, since all of this is going on and everything has stayed quiet, and now all of a sudden Doolin comes out and then makes a video about it, and Bud Light's trying endlessly to get damage control done, but continues sinking into a pit because of the fact that they supported somebody that now all of a sudden is becoming a creep show. And the media is deep diving into his career, deep diving into his videos, deep diving into everything else, and exposing some really bad stuff. And now Doolin has to launch damage control, and he may lose his social media. His Broadway career might be done. His days of dress up may be over. But I don't care. I don't care if you're trans, if you're bisexual, if you're just a cross-dresser, or if you have a fetish of playing dress-up in girls' clothing. I don't care. Your life is your life. That's the way I've always seen it. My life is my life, your life is your life, everybody's life is their life. Just don't shove your opinions down my throat. But back to what I'm saying is it looks like Bud Light didn't do their homework. They should have went somebody more sports oriented to promote their March Madness And it's just it's a wake-up call. Be careful who you pick. Because if you pick somebody that's a person behind a mask, or somebody that has a lot of garbage that they haven't cleaned up, that's why you need to, before you go onto social media, before you start doing what you need to do, make sure you spit shine everything. But if you know some stuff that's in your past that needs to be exposed, you are the ones that needs to expose it. You, the creator, needs to expose what you know that's going to be cancellation material and damage control, but do the damage control yourself, because your fan base will know about it and it becomes unexposable and cancel culture can't grab you. So I figured I'd get my opinion out here and give my feelings about this, because you know what? Just watching what's going on right now is a feeding frenzy for the media that has been starving for a big story for the last 10 years. And the biggest story that they could possibly have that's not necessarily aimed towards fake news or even exposed as fake news. So, now that damage control is done, cancel culture sets in. So I just figured I'd get my opinion out on this and try and just make people aware that you need to do your damage control first before it happens. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think what I said make any sense? I'd like to know. Also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Let your friends and family know. Until next time, keep on walking.